You're not fat because you eat too much, you're fat because you're dehydrated. That sounds crazy, but stay with me, because doctors are now warning, most people confusing thirst with hunger are accidentally eating themselves fat, and if you're not drinking enough water, your body flips a switch that makes fat loss nearly impossible. Let me hit you with this. If you wake up bloated, craving sugar, low energy, and hungry all day, you might not need food, you might need water, and this mistake is quietly wrecking millions of Americans. Doctors say dehydration doesn't just make you tired, it changes how your body stores fat, and most people have no idea. Let me ask you something. How many glasses of water did you drink yesterday? Not coffee, not soda, not energy drinks, actual water. If you're thinking, I'm not sure, that's the problem. Dr. Mark Hyman says, even mild dehydration raises stress hormones, and when stress hormones rise, fat loss shuts down, especially belly fat. Here's what nobody tells you. When you don't drink enough water, your blood gets thicker. That makes it harder for fat to leave your cells. Your body literally holds onto fat because it thinks you're in survival mode, and survival mode means storage. Doctors explain it like this: your body can't tell the difference between hunger and thirst, so when you're dehydrated, your brain screams, eat now. That's why people who don't drink enough water snack all day and never feel satisfied. Be real, how many times did you grab food when you were really just thirsty? Exactly, Dr. Jason Fung says, dehydration raises insulin, and insulin is the fat storage hormone. So even if you're eating clean, low carb, low calorie, if insulin stays high, fat stays locked. That's why some people diet hard and still don't lose weight. It's not the food, it's the fluids. Here's a wild fact: your liver needs water to burn fat. No water, no fat burning. Instead, your liver prioritizes survival and stores energy. That energy becomes body fat, especially around the stomach. Let me ask you something else. Do you crave sugar in the afternoon? That's not always hunger, that's dehydration. Your body wants fast energy because cells are stressed, and stressed cells store fat. Dr. Huberman explains, when cells lack water, they release stress signals. Those signals raise cortisol. High cortisol means more belly fat. That's why dehydration targets your waistline, not your arms, not your legs, your belly. And here's the scary part: you can be dehydrated even if you drink every day. Coffee dehydrates, alcohol dehydrates, soda dehydrates. So people think, I drink plenty, but their cells are dry. Let me say this clearly: if your pee is dark yellow, you're dehydrated. If your lips are dry, you're dehydrated. If you wake up tired, you're dehydrated, and dehydration makes you eat more. That's not willpower, that's biology. Here's where it gets worse. When you're dehydrated, your metabolism slows down, your body burns fewer calories to protect itself, so even normal meals get stored as fat. That's why dehydration makes weight gain sneaky. You don't eat more, you just store more. Dr. Hyman says, water is required for every metabolic reaction. No water, no metabolism. That's why drinking more water often leads to weight loss without changing food. People think it's magic. It's not, it's chemistry. Let me break a myth: you don't gain water weight from drinking water, you lose fat weight. Water helps flush sodium, reduce bloating, and calm hunger hormones. That's why people feel leaner within days. Here's another question: do you feel hungry right after eating? That's not normal, that's dehydration. Food can't satisfy thirst, so your brain keeps asking for more snacks, more sugar, more calories, and you blame yourself. But it's not you, it's lack of water. Dr. Fung explains, dehydration increases appetite before meals. People who drink water before eating eat less automatically. No counting, no forcing, just biology. And here's the part that blows minds: fat cells need water to release fat. If they're dehydrated, they hold on to fat like a sponge. Add water, and fat releases. That's why hydration is required for fat burning, not optional. Let's talk mornings. If you wake up and don't drink water, your cortisol spikes. High cortisol pushes fat storage. That's why doctors recommend water before coffee, not after. Because coffee on dehydration is stress on stress. That combo targets belly fat. Let me ask you, do you drink coffee before water. That might be your biggest fat loss mistake. Here's what doctors suggest. Start your day with water, not fancy, not detox, just water. That single habit lowers cortisol, improves digestion, reduces cravings, and makes fat loss easier. Here's another overlooked issue: dehydration ruins workouts. When muscles lack water, they burn fewer calories, so even exercise becomes less effective. That's why some people train hard and still don't lean out. Their cells are dry. Dr. Huberman says hydration improves energy, focus. Fat oxidation means you burn more fat when you're hydrated. Now let's be honest, most Americans are chronically dehydrated. Busy schedules, coffee addiction, low water intake, and then they wonder why fat loss feels impossible. It's not impossible, it's misinformed. Here's the fix: you don't need gallons, you need consistency. Drink water before meals, drink water when cravings hit, drink water before coffee, and watch what happens. Hunger drops, energy rises, bloating fades, and weight starts moving, not overnight, but naturally. Let me ask you one last question. What's easier, fighting cravings all day, or drinking more water? Exactly, your body isn't broken, it's dehydrated. Fix the water, and fat loss follows. If this hit home, comment water. If you're still not convinced, comment thirsty. And if you want more truth that doctors don't explain clearly, you know what to do.